was gonna play. Fuck. Yeah, I played that last bit wrong, but it doesn't matter. What you just heard, shut the fuck up, was my Mugig guitar, Mugig. I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't judge. Anyways, this is my Mugig guitar. I got this guitar for around, well, I didn't get it. My friend got it for me, and it was $80. It goes originally for $112 or $120, I mean, on Amazon. And when we bought it, we both thought it was going to be a piece of shit, and we were going to carve into it. Well, it wasn't actually that big of a piece of shit. It's actually pretty decent for the price of $80. I don't know if I would buy this for $120 though. Maybe not a Strat from this company, but maybe like a Les Paul shape or an Explorer shape. You know, if they do that, please do that. If they make an inexpensive model of that, I might actually purchase one of those from them. But this guitar is pretty dope. What you want to do first thing, if you get one of these guitars, is change the strings, and you may want to tighten these up to where they actually like stay. Because the tuners do kind of suck. They are cheap. They are Chinese. And you know what they say about the Chinese tuners. They fucking suck ass. And they kind of do. But there's two ways around that. One, you can wrap your thing around so many goddamn times. I did that with my first act guitar, and it actually stayed in tune until I tried to change the strings on them, and then everything just fell apart. But I didn't actually do that too much with this guitar. I wounded some up, like some. You can't see it because the video quality is too bad. But I didn't really do that much. And I didn't actually even tighten these either. I just kind of played it for a bit, get out the kinks in the guitar strings, and then just keep tightening them back up. But it actually does stay in tune for the most part. And what I love about this guitar is the fretboard work and the frets. The frets are smooth. You will not get caught on any of like the frets, at least on this one. I don't know if anybody else purchased one of them and they just had shitty frets, but mine are perfect. They're smooth. I barely played this guitar. I got this in July 2019, and it came with smooth frets, and I didn't do anything to the fretboard, and the fretboard is fucking gorgeous. I don't even know if it's like a normal guitar material, because I think they said it was like ebony, and this does not look like ebony. Ebony, yeah. Ebony looks whiter than this, at least I think so. And it needs cleaning a lot. This one is something. I don't know what it is, but you can play any note on this fretboard and you will hear no buzzing. There's absolutely no buzzing on this guitar. I've even tested it off camera. It took me a while and I don't want to do it again. But if people ask me to in the comment section, I'll release a separate video doing that because I'm fucking lazy. Just take my word for it that it won't buzz. You can trust me because look at the video quality. It's shit. That means I'm not sponsored. Anyways, the switches, they're about as good as you can get on a Chinese guitar. They're about the same as like a Squire or something, maybe lower end Squires. They don't stick. They're pretty good. They do the job. I kind of leave them at the humbucker section because I usually only play metal. The pots are pots. You know, they're pretty good. Um, there's still a little bit of plastic there that I never got rid of. It's probably gonna stay there forever because I'm too lazy to grab it. And you know, these pots, they work too. They only work in some positions. I forget which ones, but I think this one works for this one. And I think this one works for either this one or this one. Not too sure on that. But yeah, and the paint job is pretty decent. I like it. It's red. It's gorgeous. It's red. It's red. That's about it. Here's the back side of it. I do not want. I don't know why I put that on. All that thing does is make this guitar go out of tune a lot. So you got your Mugig thing right here with these. I don't really trust these types of screws because on that cheap ass guitar that I still have, because it's the same day, they strip all the time, and they're black too, just like this one. So I don't really trust that. I'm probably gonna replace those if I ever bother taking the neck off. Same with the backside. If I ever take the back off, I'm just gonna replace the screws or just leave this whole thing off, cause no, fuck that. The hole lining on this was a bit shit. Let me turn the light on. They kind of didn't really line them up correctly. You kind of have to angle it to get them in. But you only have to worry about that if, one, you change your own strings, which most guitarists do, because it's a waste of money to have somebody else do the job for you. And, two, you only change your strings. You should be changing them about 3 months, like every 3 months. I use Diodario, so they last pretty long. I haven't played this guitar since, like, basically when I got it. I only just started playing it because I just now put it in my room. It's been in the office for, since July. Or, yeah, since July it's been in my office. And yeah. That's all I really have to say about this thing. I think this is worth the money for $80 or $100. $120 is kind of pushing it. I would rather look into an Ibanez, but that's more my preference because I like metal. Ibanez is more suited for metal. This is more suited for like blues rock or old school rock, jazz, stuff like that. But it's a pretty damn good instrument. And if you're willing to spend $80 to $120, I highly suggest this brand. Just note that the tuning will be shit if you do not change the strings and if you don't keep constantly tuning them. You have to keep constantly tuning them for at least 4 to 5 days until they will start actually staying in tune. So my suggestion is buy this guitar for around $80 if it goes on sale. Then buy $20 worth of tuners and just change the fucking tuners. And then you should be set. And this would actually be worth maybe $200 to $300 if it had an actual brand name like Fender. And yeah, that's it. See ya.